Alrighty, hello friends, welcome back. This is my first video in a while. A lot has happened in the past month. Actually, I think it might be even longer since I did a video, maybe close to 2 months. Sorry everybody. A lot has happened. The most notable, I got a job. It's a remote position, so that's actually a big driving force for this Plan With Me video, is that I'm not really on quarantine anymore. I just live and work here all the time. Like, I know that I'm still technically quarantining-ish. We are not leaving the house for the safety of ourselves and for other people. But also, when things go back to normal, so to speak, I will still be working at home. So one thing I want to do in September is find what that new normal is and develop healthy routines that happen at home. Yeah, I just wanted to pop in before this video and say hello with my face. Yeah, it's been a while, and sorry if the camera's a little shaky. I am trying out a new camera, so let me know how it looks. Let me know how it sounds. I don't have like a mic for this or anything, but hopefully you can hear me okay and see me okay. But that's pretty much my update. Sorry it's been so long, but it had to happen. I needed a break. I needed to settle into my new job, which is going very well. And now that I've found my groove a little bit, I'm ready to start adding in other types of work. I kind of set my game development project aside a little bit for the past probably just about a month and a half, I think, because I did my everyday game dev in June, which was amazing. I can't recommend enough to do like some sort of challenge just to kick yourself into gear. But I kind of fell off that wagon a little bit too, so I'm gonna try and work that development practice back into my weekly routine. So those are sort of my goals for the bullet journal setup. The heck was that? Sounded like a firework. Anyway, okay, I gotta go. We're gonna get to the journal now. Alrighty, here we are back in my author Tomoe River Paper Dot Grid notebook. This thing has served me pretty well. I started this at the beginning of this year, and it's only about maybe 60% full, if I had to guess. And it's September, so that seems good. That seems like this thing's gonna last me the whole year. For September, I really sat down and thought through the things that I wanted to make sure I was doing, and I ended up with a list of goals and a list of habits, as I often do. I don't do this every time, but I usually will sort of divide things that I want to do into habits, so like daily or things I do on a schedule, and then goals, which typically are things that I can either do or not do. Like I do them once and they're checked off. And as I mentioned in my little introduction, I really wanted to focus on establishing a good routine, taking care of my health again. You know, I've kind of been leaning on this crutch of like, oh, things are weird. I'm home all the time and it's weird, and that's why my routine is not good. But, you know, you can only rely on that for so long until it becomes an excuse. And I've decided for myself that it's time for me to get back to something resembling normalcy, even if I'm going to be continuing to stay home. You know, it's time. And not only that, but I do work at a fitness company as a software developer, and we get a lot of encouragement to use the product and stay fit and healthy. So I have a new treadmill provided by the company as sort of like a bonus. It's not quite assembled yet. It should be assembled, I'm hoping, by September, but I really want to start doing cardio again. It's been a very long time, years and years, since I had any sort of regular cardio routine, and I think my heart could do with some cardio. I don't think I've been paying enough attention to heart and lung health as I could have been. So with that segue, let me talk through all the habits I would like to keep during the month of September. The first several of them are related to health and fitness, so I want to track all my food every day. I've been eating a lot of junk, and I think tracking it will help me keep an eye on just how much I'm eating and maybe help me cut down on that. And then my second habit is to get 80 grams of protein a day. Ideally, I would be getting a bit more if I want to build muscle, but 80 seems like a good starting point since, like I said, I've pretty much just been eating whatever. Third habit, veggies. I want to eat some more veggies every day. I'm thinking I'll use something like a heat map for this, where I'll have different colors are like more or less veggies, and so I can have a little bit of variation in the color and also keep track of like just how much I'm doing. And then the fourth and fifth habits are cardio and strength training. I want to do 4 days of cardio and then 2 days of strength. So I'll have 2 like hard strength days, probably like a full body routine since I'm only doing it twice a week. And then cardio I want to do 4 days, but I don't want to require that all 4 days are like intense cardio. You know, if all I can do is walk for 30 minutes, I want to do it. Just making sure I'm keeping up that habit so it becomes part of my routine. Sixth habit is cleaning. I want to clean something every day. It really, really does help to do like little bits at a time regularly rather than like clean the whole house every weekend. It's just a lot, and then you're on your feet for like an hour, 2 hours. You're tired, and it makes the whole thing seem a lot more work. So I want to clean a little bit every day. My next habit is journaling. I not only do I want to bullet journal and write down my tasks, but I want to do some memory keeping journaling and like be thinking about how I'm doing, just to keep track of myself and also keep track of what's happened in my life. And the last 2 habits are kind of boring. I want to wash my face every day and I want to floss. I was flossing twice a day every day for months, and I lost it. I lost my habit. I lost my streak, and it's been too long, and I need to take care of my teeth, especially since going to the dentist is a little bit risky right now. So those are my habits. And before I continue, I want to talk just about decoration a little bit. Again, I didn't want to create this whole big ordeal in my journal this month, so I just painted some blocks. I started with sort of reds and oranges and yellows at the bottom, and then I kind of decided halfway through that I wanted it to be more rainbow colored. And part of this has to do with the fact that, as a separate thought, I decided I wanted to fill in the titles of these pages with some nice shimmering ink, and I had J. Herbon Emerald of Chivor inked up, and so it's like a greenish color with gold sparkles and red sheen. And so then I was filling in the red and the orange and the yellow blocks, and then I thought, like, this looks totally totally bonkers. Like, why do I have red at the bottom and green at the top? This isn't Christmas. So I added more of a rainbow theme than just the warm colors I was imagining for September. And I actually really like how it turned out. It's very vibrant, it's very fun, and it was pretty quick to do. I then added a little bit of shimmer watercolor over the top. You guys know how I love my shimmery watercolors. I would put these on everything if I could come up with really any reason at all to do so. So decoration's pretty simple. On the left page here, just next to my habits, I also have room for my goals that I came up with, and these are kind of all over the place, more reminders than anything really strict. And so my first goal, I just put down that I want to do my October Plan With Me video. I have been getting lax with the videos, and I think having this on here will just remind me to think about YouTube and to think about video content. Just keep it more at the front of my mind alongside Twitch, which I have still been streaming pretty regularly on Twitch. My second goal is I am working on my game, as you may know, And I had some thoughts for how I might add multiplayer functionality to it, but multiplayer is not something I've ever really done before. So I want to work on a proof of concept, or like a quick little tiny demo of what that functionality might look like in terms of how it's implemented. And I just want to have that done in September, chip away at it throughout the month. And then at that point I can decide if multiplayer is something I want to keep planning for, or if maybe it's not in line with the vision I have for the rest of the game. My next goal is to make 3 3D models. I have a lot of things I need 3D models for in my game. I just haven't been taking the time to do them, so I'm writing it down as a goal. My next goal is, it's kind of tied into my cleaning habit, but I want to specifically declutter and sort of inventory my desk area. It's gotten a little bit crazy where I just have things sort of shoved in drawers. I want to tidy that up and make sure I know what's in this little desk and get rid of stuff I don't need. So pretty simple there. And then my last 2 goals are just numeric goals for the number of times I want to do cardio and the number of times I want to do strength. So 16 cardio workouts in September and 8 strength workouts. So that's the roughly 4 per week cardio and 2 per week strength. I think with a little bit of wiggle room too. So those are my goals, and habits and goals are going to be the 2 main tools I use to keep myself on track in September and establish that routine that I'm working on. And then on this right page, you could probably guess what it is already, but I have my gratitude log where each morning, preferably, I will sit down and think about what I'm grateful for. A lot of people will try to focus on coming up with new things that they've never come up with before. I don't take it quite that seriously. I just want to have that moment of feeling the gratitude. It's more important to me that I feel it than like come up with some new novel idea of a thing that I've never thought about before. You know, just have that moment of gratitude and start my day off on a high note. And that's really it for my September setup. I thought about doing another analytics tracking page, but I'm just not keeping that close track of those things right now. I'm really focusing more on day job and just making sure I'm getting enough sleep and I'm preparing food that is healthy for me and all of that. So I think it would be fun to have, but I just don't think I need it right now. And so I'm keeping things more simple, decorating with my nice fountain pens, which I've had a surge of affection for, which I can partially blame Goulet pens. They just got a bunch of very nice Sailor inks in stock. I ordered about a zillion samples. They're not here yet, but I'll be sure to post at least a couple of pictures of the new inks when I try them out. I'm very excited. They have some crazy like qualities I've never seen before, where the ink itself is like multiple colors and then it has like a sheen on top of that. I don't know. I'm so excited. Let me know if you have any favorite Sailor inks. They're all just numbers, which is kind of weird. I don't know of any other ink manufacturers, ink designers that don't use names, but it's kind of neat at the same time, just to use numbers. Anyways, I'm rambling. This is my September bullet journal setup. Nice and chill. You know, I'm pretty excited. I would love to get back into a regular routine of bullet journaling. I don't know if I mentioned this at the beginning, but I think I used 5 pages in the entire month of August. So I definitely could use a little bit more structure there. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back next month with another Plan With Me video, but who knows, maybe I'll come up with a video to do in the meantime. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to see what I'm doing. Thanks again. I hope you're having a good summer if you're in the northern hemisphere, or a good winter, I guess, if you're in the southern hemisphere. Things have been kind of weird here of course, with the lockdown still somewhat in effect. But I'm getting by. I'm ready to get back to normal life, even if it just means getting back to normal life inside my house. So thanks again. I appreciate all of you, and I hope you're all doing well. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.